Under the warm and brilliant June sun, we drove south from Toronto towards our destination, the southernmost point of Canada. For this trip, we would be staying in the nearby town of Leamington. Located about 50 kilometers southeast of Windsor, Leamington is one of Canada's southernmost towns. It enjoys mild winters, long summers, and one of the longest growing seasons in the country. The town has a rich agricultural heritage and serves as a major hub for agribusiness thanks to its fertile soil. The countryside unfolded before us with lush fields and thriving crops stretching along the roadside. With a population of nearly 30,000, Leamington is a vibrant community and the second largest urban center in Windsor-Essex County after Windsor. Known as a gateway to nature and agriculture in southwestern Ontario, it successfully combines a relaxed small-town atmosphere with strong industrial and agricultural productivity. Leamington is also home to a massive greenhouse industry that produces vegetables and flowers year-round. It is proudly known as the tomato capital of Canada and the greenhouse capital of North America. After checking into our hotel, we followed a recommendation from the locals and made a special trip to Cowles Plains and Produce. There, we couldn't resist picking up some local grown fruits and vegetables, especially the tomatoes. They were exceptionally fresh, juicy, and full of flavor. That evening, we enjoyed a wonderful dinner at the Moonlight restaurant, where we savored some delicious Greek cuisine. After dinner, we hurriedly drove south out of town to Point Pelee National Park, the southernmost point of mainland Canada. The park was peaceful and lush. Unfortunately, the little train had stopped running at 8 p.m., so the only way to reach the southernmost point was on foot. Before we reached our destination, we found ourselves irresistibly drawn to the beautiful sunset. But we had to keep moving. We were racing against the setting sun. We headed straight for the viewpoint, where we were rewarded with breathtaking views of the peninsula and a spectacular sunset over the lake. Yet our journey wasn't over. We still had to continue further south, to the southernmost point of the Canadian mainland, the tip of the Point Pelee Peninsula. The tip sign notes that the park lies on the 42nd parallel, the same latitude as Rome in Italy and Northern California. And voila, we made it! We arrived at this special place at exactly the right moment. Ah, what a beautiful sunset! The afterglow painted the clouds in shades of orange and red, while the gentle ripples on the water shimmered like golden ribbons. Surrounded by such beauty, we were completely captivated by nature's magnificent gift. After reaching the southernmost tip of the Canadian mainland, we decided to continue even further south. The next day, we boarded the ferry to Pelee Island. As we arrived at the terminal, our ferry was just entering the dock. Operated by the Owen Sound Transportation Company, it is a fairly large vessel. The lower deck is used for vehicle parking. The second deck features an enclosed passenger lounge with a snack bar and other amenities, while the third deck offers an open-air lounge and observation deck. The journey from Leamington to Pelee Island takes about an hour and a half. As the ferry crossed the waters of Lake Erie, we looked forward to exploring Canada's southernmost inhabited community. The absolute southernmost point of Canada is Middle Island, located in Lake Erie at 41 degrees 41 north latitude. This uninhabited island lies just 5 kilometers south of Pelee Island. However, Pelee Island holds the distinction of being Canada's southernmost inhabited place. Covering approximately 10,000 acres, the island is renowned for its laid-back atmosphere, sandy beaches, rare migratory birds, and extensive vineyards. Its population grows dramatically during the warmer months, increasing from about 235 year-round residents to more than 1,500 in the summer. We parked the car and set off on a hike through the woods towards the southernmost tip of Pelee Island. Sunlight filtered through the trees, casting doubled shadows across the forest floor and transforming the late spring woodland into a picturesque scene. The green leaves shimmered in the sunlight, filling the air with a delicate fragrance. It was simply intoxicating. The calls of various birds echoed through the lush forest, bringing the landscape to life and creating a vibrant natural symphony. Pelee Island is deeply committed to protecting its natural environment and wildlife, and it is recognized as a world-class bird-watching destination. Conservation areas and bird-watching sites, such as the Bird Observatory and the Fish Point, played an important role in these efforts. We had 2 routes to choose from: a flatter trail along the beach, or a path that ventured deep into the woods. Naturally, we chose the latter and encountered a few minor challenges along the way. At last, we emerged from the forest and reached the shoreline. Fish Point, the southernmost tip of Pelee Island, was now just a very short distance away. And here we are at Canada's southernmost inhabited point. Not long after we left the southernmost tip, the wind began to pick up. Dark clouds gathered overhead, and a torrential downpour swept across the island. In the blink of an eye, the landscape was completely transformed. We had no choice but to remain in the car to stay dry. Later, we headed to the dock to catch the ferry back to the mainland. Although we didn't get a chance to visit the island's lighthouse, bird observatory, or winery, this memorable day will always hold a special place in our hearts. On our way back to Toronto, the rain stopped. Massive clouds drifted slowly across the sky, creating another breathtaking scene. As I gazed at the wind turbines stretching across the landscape, I couldn't help but wonder what they would look like if they were painted in different colors. Soon, it was sunset once again. Although today's sunset couldn't quite compare to yesterday's, it possessed a beauty all its own.